years ago, I started a YouTube channel known only as SJ369, but the history of it goes back much further. My first experience of YouTube dates back to about 2012, when my brother and I bought New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. To save time, I watched a Let's Play of the game so we would have an easy time getting All-Star coins. This of course led me to watching more Let's Plays and eventually made me think of giving it a go myself. So around 2013 I started doing pretend Let's Plays on a lot of different video games I was playing. Well, I wouldn't actually film anything, but would commentate as if I was doing a Let's Play. 5 years later, I became more confident enough to start filming some stuff on my 3DS camera, such as beating some 20 modes in Five Nights at Freddy's fan games and completing Super Mario 64 ROM hacks such as Super Mario Star Road and Super Mario 64 Last Impact. It was not until 2 years later where I started the channel, and those old videos were the first ones to go up the channel back in December 2020. So, let me introduce myself proper. My name is Stephen, this is what I look like, and my favourite 3-digit number is 369, which is due to my love of the number 3. I just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and to celebrate the occasion I'm going to do a top 10 of my most favourite videos I've created thus far, which is a lot to choose from given I've created over 200 of them in the last 2 years. And I promise I won't be going over just 10 videos on Five Nights at Sonic's or Five Nights at Warriors. Just because they have the most views doesn't necessarily mean they are my most favourite. Anyway, let's start things off with number 10. Welcome to Waluigi's Taco Stand! Arriba! Or should I say, Awaba? Now, I've played a lot of small Super Mario 64 ROM hacks over the years, but Waluigi's Taco Stand? That is no ordinary ROM hack. I mean, you get to play as Waluigi. What more do you want? But in all seriousness, I think the video I made on it came out perfectly. I actually remember once saying it was my most favourite Mario video on the channel. But yes, I played that 1 year ago, and that was when I first teased this game, which was, whoo, that was a good nostalgia trip. If you haven't watched that video, go see it you'll see it in the description. It is very good. Probably one of my favourite Mario videos I've made, honestly. So please watch it. It's really funny. And if it's been a year since you've watched it, do yourself a favour and watch it again, because it's very funny. My commentary was really good. The face cam was okay, and the game itself was really easy, so I didn't have to spend too much time on trying to figure out where to go and what to do. And the game is just a unique, fun and entertaining experience in general.
Oh, hello, what are you back? Oh, hello. You're not going to crush me, are you? Hope not. Oh, I want the full volcano taco, spider legs, beef, spicy sauce, balls and bully horns. Oh, I can't bend it.
Six Nights at Zany Club. Definitely one of the hardest games I've faced on the channel, and yet it was such a blast to play. I'm not sure what made it so enjoyable, as it did take me 120 attempts or so to beat Night 6, the most attempts I've ever taken on any Five Nights at Freddy's challenge, I must say. But I was honestly so hooked to the game that I really didn't want to walk away from it. I guess it came down to how well the mechanics of the game worked, and that it's much more skill than luck. I was also very determined to beat it so I could get the ending of the game for the phone call video, which also came out fairly good as well. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's and enjoy the challenges have a balance, I definitely recommend checking the game out for yourselves. And so we go from the hardest 5 Nights at Freddy's fan game I've played to now the hardest Super Mario 64 ROM hack I've played. The Green Comet. It was a series I did which added green stars into both Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Star Road. I completed both of these to 100%, which was definitely no easy feat. Some of these stars would be in absolutely the worst of spots that required unforgivingly timed jumps and a very vast knowledge of Mario's moveset.
Alright, let's try and get the angle right. Okay, let's try now. Come on, I can literally see I can get this. It doesn't even look that difficult. Eesh.
But then Star Road added green coin missions, which added in 8 green coins in all 15 levels, and oh boy, some of the coins were just as hard to collect as the stars themselves. Even harder considering we had to collect all 8 in each level without losing a life. So, unfortunately I decided to make a video showing how to get and where to find every single coin. And let me tell you, recording all 15 successful runs took me many hours. However, I got there eventually, and the final video turned out amazingly and very satisfying to look back on. Although since I sped up all the footage a little bit, it is hard to watch the entire thing in one sitting. But it has got some of my favourite video game songs of all time, which is probably why I'm a bit biased towards it. Ah, nostalgia. Hey, say what you want about the Mario Kart Wii series. Yes, it was old. Yes, it wasn't visually appealing. And is it worth watching? Yeah, probably not. Although it was the most fun I ever had playing Mario Kart Wii, as it gave me an excuse to experiment a lot with the game, such as using a Wii wheel upside down, playing 200cc for the first time, or having a limited number of items. And I think this Best Moments video really illustrates that. I will also never forget how much fun I had editing this video. I remember spending an entire day going over my videos in the series and trying to find the best moments, and I cannot say that about really any of my videos nowadays. So, I still watch this video from time to time, and although as I said it isn't visually up to standards of YouTube nowadays, if you like Mario Kart Wii, you'll like this video. I'm telling you now guys, that clip will never ever get old. Super Mario Star Road, still the best Super Mario 64 series on the channel, and it was all down to having some of the best intros I have made, plus the fact that I actually knew a lot about this game going into it. I was able to show off a lot of speedrun tricks, and my commentary was consistently good all the way. My grand finale video is the one that makes number 6 on this list, because it was where I showed off my top 10 best intros I had made. Although, I have to admit, the skit at the start where I talked to Bowser, yeah, that was a bit cringe. But following up with the final Bowser boss and hidden palace level and lastly the replica stars, sure, it made it a long video, but it sure kept me entertained. Now moving on to one of my videos within the best series on the channel, Five Nights at Sonic's Mania. And this is not just because the game itself was amazing, but what I managed to create here in terms of ideas was just fantastic in general. I mean, I started off with a skit where I get kidnapped by Dr. Golden, and then I made a Smash Bros. Introduction to the game. I sure started the series on a strong note, let me tell you. Sure, some of the videos themselves go for a bit long, but they all contain a lot of really solid moments. On top of that, I think doing my own type of challenges such as Random Aggressive Night and 4550 in Lab Mode are definitely the highlights. Speaking of which, I want to say beating 4550 was definitely the best video of them all and gets the number 5 spot on this list. Just ending the series on a high and beating a challenge I wasn't sure I'd ever beat again was really super rewarding. Ian, where the fudge are you? There you are. Oh, that might kill me. Don't you dare! Oh, I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Bit worried about Tails, Nightmare Tails. Oh no, power's gonna run out. Yes. Okay, I'll have a chance. Oh, I know the music box went out, but I might have a chance. 20 seconds. Can I survive 20 seconds? All right, come on. Don't you dare! Come on, please give me a good song. Come on. Oh! Come on, 20 seconds. Come on, surely I've got this. Come on, keep going. Yes! Woo! Yes! Woo! Oh, it came out of nowhere, dude. My best friend was like 5. Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh my! And the puppet ran out as soon as I ran out of power. I could not believe that. Oh my gosh! I'm lucky Nightmare Towers didn't get me either. Oh. Best Five Nights at Freddy's game. Okay, yes, I know that is very debatable, and I think everyone really has their personal favourite, but for me, number 6 in the series just tops the rest. Hence, I was always going to do a video on it. But I wanted to be a lot more than just a regular phone call video. I also made a tutorial for how to get all the endings and how to beat the final night. Now, I know this has been done by many YouTubers out there already, but since I enjoy getting all the endings in this game, I thought I would go ahead and just do it. However, my explanations of getting endings were very brief and not amazingly clear, given I was using text only, so I will criticise the video on that, hence why it doesn't get the number 1 spot. Overall, the game is fun to play, although pretty intense at times, and the video was fun to edit, and definitely deserved this spot in my favourites.
It's your time to beat the egg and leave this place behind. Your brain is feeling scrambled, the end is out of sight, but if you hold on longer, you might survive the night.
thought that a video about a game, about an egg, would make the top 3 spot on this list. Now let's all be real. One Night at Flumpty's is a fantastic series. One of the best 5 to freeze fan games I've ever played. And I'm sure anyone who has played or watched videos on this game can agree. And so I'm very happy I waited for the 3rd game in the series to release until I decided to make a video on it. Showing off all the phone calls and beating the hardest mode of each of these games, which in the case of the first game is the game itself, since there was no hard mode. But what really stood out here was my commentary throughout all of them. And I tell you what guys, this isn't number 3 best video on this list for no reason. Alright, well I can't really use much camera anymore. I mean, Sid Gronkfest is very, very unhappy that I'm using the Oh, hi Flumpty, how's it going? How's the eggs? Oh, good. How's the eggs? It's like I'm asking how his kids are. How's Mrs. Bumpty? Oh, good. Probably doesn't have a wife. Probably killed her. That's this. Okay! I'm sorry I said that, but even if it is true, I shouldn't have said that. And we're back again to get killed by the owl because he's such a I'm not gonna say that. But anyway, he's a jerk, I really don't like him. And Flumpty's giving me some entertainment, don't know why, but okay. Do. And we got you. And stupid owl is gone, great. He's in the vent. So that will let me know how many takes up to had, but still. I'm over 10 by now, I know that, but I know for sure. I'm for sure over. Really dropped it on him, he's. Would have been bad. Don't drop your camera on Golden Flumpty now, or else he's gonna freeze your ass.
Hey, there's only a few minutes left of recording. I've been thinking about some things, and I've come to regret having let you talk about my story. I know I said I wanted to get these stories off my chest, but I didn't think it would cause me remember the pain I felt when I made that mistake. Well, 2 mistakes actually. Should have never built him. He's probably listening to us as we speak. If you do happen to spot him, please, do not interact with it. Do not listen to it. And above all, do not...
Simon says that
And now we come to the most unique video I've ever made on the channel. Well, 2 videos technically, as this was split into 2 parts. The story of Pop Goes. I found it's a Freddy's fan game that had a really dark and hidden story that I thought I would piece together. I couldn't believe that almost no one had attempted to do so previously, and really is a major reason I decided to give it a go. I knew a lot about the story of this game going into it, but still had a lot to research of course, especially trying to explain the good ending, and that was very complex. I had never done a theory video before, so I was very happy that it got such a good response, especially the second part where I covered the good ending. Not sure if I'll ever make another video like this, but maybe one day I'll find another game that needs the secrets revealed. But for now, I can happily look back on these videos as one of the greatest achievements I've made as a YouTuber. However, if you have ever visited this channel before, then it's probably because of the very first phone call videos I ever made. But only one of them could make the top spot on this list.
Welcome to Warriors, your new summer job. Anyway, this is WarioWare Incorporated, the number place for micro games production.
little tour around the building tonight.
Good evening, all viewers. We come with an extra news report and we ask all of you to listen carefully. Recently, we've gotten reports of a strange figure appearing on people's favorite TV shows.
Now, for those of you who were expecting Five Nights at Sonic's, as I said at the very start, just because it has the most views doesn't mean it's my favourite. Five Nights at Warriors is by far the better series of the two in terms of originality, voice acting, story, and especially Five Nights at Warriors 3, oof. And even though the video is an hour long, the phone calls themselves never seem to drag on. I loved editing and making subtitles for each one, especially the little additions I made to Five Nights at Warriors 4. Anyway, I could honestly talk for ages about why this series is the best one I've done a phone call video for, but I think making it #1 spot on this list speaks for itself. Whilst I probably did a better editing job on Return to the Factory and Jolly, what I managed to achieve on only my second attempt at a phone call video, that's enough for me. And I thank you guys all for the support I've received for those two original phone call videos. I cannot express it enough. As without them, this channel would have never gotten to where it is today in such a short amount of time. So guys, thank you all so much for watching this top 10. There obviously are more videos in mind that I do really enjoy, but as of right now, these are the ones that have been the most fun to make, and hopefully a lot more to come. If you want to check out any of these videos, then I'll put links in the description. And as always, I will see you in another video, in another time, and another place. Bye bye.